You are about to practice beginner's yoga for weight loss. Welcome to the Fightmaster Yoga channel. I'm Lesley Fightmaster, and this is day 22 of our Yoga for Beginners 30-day challenge. Now, today's practice is a bit stronger. We're going to build some heat, which is great for weight loss and for building strength. So, I'm giving you options for your practice, so different modifications. Please take the ones that are best for you and push the pause button. I know I say it a lot, but take a rest if you need to rest. Remember, you are doing an amazing job by showing up, breathing, and moving any way you can. So, especially today, be an observer of your practice rather than a critic. Today's winner of a Jade Yoga mat is Becky Brailsford from Edmond, Oklahoma. Congratulations, Becky. And if you would like to win a Jade Yoga mat, all you have to do is go to fightmasteryoga.com/free mat and enter. But remember, you have to subscribe to Fightmaster Yoga and push the like button because you like yourself just the way you are. Let's begin sitting up nice and tall. Just let your palms rest face down on your legs as you take a couple of long, smooth breaths. Hands together in front of the heart. May your practice today connect you in with your best self, recognizing that you are perfect just the way you are. And then releasing, we'll switch the cross of the leg so the funny leg is in front. Inhale, sweep the arms out, around and up. Keep your ribs drawn in. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Sit tall, inhale, and then start to revolve and twist, exhale. So remember, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twisting maybe a little bit more, and use your muscles to make the twist. Bring your head to center, unwind. Inhale again, sweep the arms out, around and up. Exhale, left hand to right knee and right hand behind. Lengthen once again as you inhale, and then exhale, start to twist. Twisting through the rib cage and the chest, maybe turning the head, but being mindful not to over twist the neck. Inhale, head to center, exhale, release. Go back to your regular cross of your shins. Sit up tall, interlace fingers, pressing palms out. Inhale, bring arms up by ears or as close to as you can. As you exhale, start to turn to your left. So as you inhale, create length through the spine. Exhale, now as you turn, turning the ribs and chest, you've got to use your muscles. Come back to center and release. And then once again, interlace other pinky on the bottom, palms out. Inhale, arms up by ears or close to, relax around the neck. Exhale, turning to the right. Inhale, extend through the spine. And then exhale, twisting, using your internal obliques, your belly muscles to make the twist. Come back to center and release the hands. And now roll yourself forward. And then take wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Walk your hands about a handprint forward. Turn the inner elbows gently forward. Tuck your toes. Come to down dog, but keep your knees bent. And now slowly begin to straighten the right leg, keeping the left knee bent. And then switch them. And then just start to bicycle the legs any way you like. Now bend both knees, stretch way back, and then straighten the knees as much as they will. If the legs are straight, firm the leg muscles. Inhale, come to plank pose, top of a push-up, really firming muscles in. Knees can be up or down here. If the legs are up, firm the leg muscles, lift the backs of the knees toward the ceiling. Chest forward, heels back, and then slowly shifting forward, lower all the way down to your belly, touching everything at once. Bring hands by low ribs, peel the chest up for cobra. Press all 10 toenails down and now tuck your toes under. Knees can be up or down. Press up in one piece and then lift the hips, returning to down dog. Arms, shoulders distance, feet hips width apart. Remember, you can always take your knees down and rest. Look forward, step your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway up, and exhale to fold, bend the knees as needed. Firm through the feet to rise up. Inhale, arms reach up, and then take hands to heart center. Come to the front of your mat, big toes together, heels slightly apart, or feet hip socket distance apart. Outer edges of feet parallel. Inhale, sweep the arms up, but keep the ribs in, lengthen your lower back. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases, come forward, keep the spine long. Inhale, look up, lengthen out the spine more. Exhale, step the right foot way back, and then step the left foot back for plank. Remember, knees can be up or down. It's totally up to you, but pull your belly in. Now shift your shoulders about 1 inch forward. Hug your elbows in, lowering all the way to the belly. Try to have everything touch at once. Inhale, little cobra, peel the chest up, or press to the tops of the feet, lifting thighs and knees for up dog, and then make your way back into downward facing dog. So if upward dog bothers your back, stay with cobra. Inhale, lift your right leg up, and then we'll exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Press evenly through arms and shoulders, and then bending the knee, make a big circle with that leg. So you're starting to get into the hip, making some movement there. Now square off your hips. The leg is still up. Exhale, step it up by your right hand. Take your left knee down, or you can leave it off the floor for crescent. So either high lunge or low. If you're in high lunge, bend the back knee, tilt the pelvis forward, and then stretching up so you get length in your lower back. Ribs and belly in. And then exhale, take the arms to shoulder height, reaching left arm forward, right arm back, and twisting. Try and keep your shoulders above your hips. Make sure the knee's over the ankle. Lean forward, take your left arm across, and wrap your right hand on top of your left fist. So you're twisted and pressing your hand into the fist, pressing there to twist, and then release. Bring the hands down. Come to plank. Knees up or down. Lower slowly again all the way to the belly, or hover, shoulders no lower than elbows, then up dog or cobra, your choice. Now you can always drop to the knees, tuck the toes, and then return to down dog. Inhale, floating the left leg back and up. First level hips, and now bend the knee and open it up. And with the knee bent, just start to make big circles with the legs so that you can start to lubricate your hip joint. And then bring the leg to center, squaring off the hips once again. Exhale, step the left foot by left hand. Right knee can be down or coming up into high lunge. If you're wobbly in high lunge, walk your left foot more to the left. Bend the back knee, tilt the pelvis forward, keep your belly zipping in. Stretch up through arrow straight arms and soften your front ribs down. Then exhale, arms to shoulder height, right arm forward, left arm back. Do your best to pull your left hip back so that you're twisting from above your waist. Then lean forward, make a fist with your right hand, wrap it with the left for a little deeper twist. You can always stay with the twist before if that one is too much. And remember, back knee down is another option. Release, bring the hands down. You can come to plank or just go to down dog and skip it. If you're in plank, you'll lower through chaturanga. Knees can be up or down. Inhaling to low cobra or into up dog, shoulders above wrists if you're in up dog. And then exhaling into downward facing dog. Feel free anytime to skip those. They're called vinyasas. You can skip them, go right into down dog, or take a child's pose, push pause. Returning to plank. pulling the belly in, roll to the pinky toe side of the right foot, and then take your right knee down, or you can keep it up. Stretch up through the top arm. So more support for you will have that bottom knee down on the floor. Release back into plank pose. And then lifting the hips into down dog, arms, shoulders distance, and feet hips width. Inhale, returning to plank. Step your feet together, rolling to the pinky toe side of the left foot, taking the left knee down, or keeping it up. Stretch up through the top arm. Bring your top hip slightly forward. Use your belly, pull it in, lengthen sitting bones to heels to help keep you stable. Release back to plank. You can go right into down dog and stay, or take your knees down to rest. I'm going to take my knees down and rest. You're welcome to join me. Stay in down dog if you want to work a little harder. So this one, we're turning up the intensity a little bit to create heat in the body, which is good for weight loss. Arms forward, inner elbows turn forward, and then tuck your toes to return to down dog if you are in child's pose. If you need a longer rest, push the pause button. Look forward, keep your hips high, step your feet to your hands, then inhale, halfway lengthen up, exhale, fold in, bend the knees if you need to. This time we'll bend the knees, belly on thighs, and then reach up. Drop your sitting bones down and shift your weight toward the heels. Inner thighs spinning down. Inhale, come to stand, and exhale, return to Tadasana, mountain pose, front of the mat. Feet together or hip socket distance. Then inhale, bend the knees, drop the hips, returning to chair. Weight in the heels, drop your tailbone down. Exhale, belly to thighs, and now straighten the legs as much as they will. Inhale, lengthen, make a flat back. Exhale, left foot way back. And then add the right into plank pose. Knees up or down as you lower, halfway or all the way to the belly. Inhaling upward dog or low cobra. And then exhale, returning to downward facing dog. As you inhale, float your right leg back and up. Exhale, step it by the right hand. This time we'll take the back heel down. Line up heel to heel or wider. Reach both arms up, trying to square hips toward the front of the mat, front knee over ankle. This is Warrior One pose. Exhale, bend the knees and open the chest. Take the hands to the mat, pick up the back heel to plank, go through chaturanga or go right into downward dog. If you're taking the vinyasa, you'll inhale to up dog and exhale back into down dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg. Exhale, step it all the way up by the left thumb. Spin the back heel down so your feet are lined up heel to heel or wider. Inhale, reach the arms up. Make sure the left knee is over the ankle and pull the left hip back. We're working towards squaring the hips toward the front, although most of us cannot. Face your palms to the front of the mat. Exhale, bend your elbows, open your chest, and then bring your hands to the mat. Pick up the back heel, go right into down dog or return to plank. Exhale through chaturanga, knees up or down. Inhale to upward dog or to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and lift up and back again to down dog. So this whole sequence is called Surya Namaskar B or Sun Salutation B. Breathing here. Look forward, bend the knees, step or hop your feet up. Then inhale, look up, lengthen. Fold as you exhale. And begin to bend the knees again, dropping the hips. Reach up, tailbone down, weight into the heels. Stretch up through the arms, keep your belly in. Hold a moment. And then fold in again. Nice work. I know it's not easy. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway up. Exhale, step your right foot way back and then the left to plank. Knees up or down, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward dog or cobra pose. And then tuck your toes and lift and return to down dog. Looking forward, we're going to come through and sit. So take a step or two. Sit on your bottom and then take your feet flat on the floor with your knees bent and lengthen up through your spine. Hands behind knees, shift your weight back so your feet come up. You can hold behind the knees or reach the hands forward. It'll be harder to not hold, but make sure your back isn't starting to round here, so lift your chest again. Belly in. Release, crossing at your shins. Bring your fists next to your hips and try and lift your buns up, keeping your feet down, and then set it back down. Take your feet flat again, knees bent. Sit up tall, hands behind the knees. You can hold here. Squeeze your knees together. Inhale, extend the right leg and then bend it. Next, inhale, left knee. And then inhale, right knee. Exhale, bend. Inhale, left knee, keep the knees together. Exhale, bend, keep the spine long as well. Hold on behind the knees if it's too much. Cross the ankles, bring your hands by your hips, pick up anything at all. If your feet will come up too, that's awesome. Otherwise, don't even worry about it. If you get your buns up a millimeter, that is perfect. Now use your belly muscles to roll down onto your back, but if you have any issues with your back, use your hands and lower down gently. Walk your heels in so they're under the knees, feet parallel, toes in a little toward each other. Press down into the hips. Inhale, lift low back, mid back, maybe upper back. Grab the sides of the mat and pull, or roll your shoulders under and interlace your fingers or hook your thumbs. Spiral your thighs in toward each other and lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees to get length in the low back. Keep your neck long. Slowly release, and now take soles of your feet together, knees apart, or you can let your knees drop in toward each other. Hand on the heart center, hand on the belly, and think of one thing that you're grateful for today. Now return your knees up if they are down. Walk your heels in under the knees again, outer edges of feet parallel. Inhale, lift up again to bridge. Spiral the thighs in. You can grab the sides of the mat pulling or roll the shoulders under and take the other interlace with the other pinky on the bottom. Remember, spiral thighs in toward each other, lengthen sitting bones toward backs of knees, and keep your neck long. And please keep breathing. Release and lower down, and then hug your knees into your chest. Just gently rock a little side to side. Give your low back a massage. Return your feet to the floor with knees bent. Take your right ankle just past your left knee. And you can hold on behind your thigh or hold on to the shin to draw the legs in for a hip stretch. Draw your right hip forward. If that's too much, keep your left foot on the floor. If you want deeper, draw it in a little bit further, holding on closer to your foot, like your ankle or even your foot. Release. Keeping the legs in the same position, drop them over to the left and look over your right shoulder. If that's uncomfortable, then just bend one knee on top of the other. So in this position, you might feel a little stretch in your hip as you twist. Return back to center, taking your left ankle just past your right knee. Flex that ankle, drawing the legs in, or you can keep your right foot on the floor, holding shin or holding back of thigh if the foot is off the floor. For a deeper stretch, extend the right leg up and hold on behind the leg. Anywhere closer to the foot will be more intense. Slowly release, keeping the legs in the same position. Hips to the left a little, and take your foot and your knee over to the right. And again, if that's awkward, uncomfortable, then just bend both knees and place one knee over the other like we do a lot of times in this kind of twist. But if you keep the legs in the same position when you twist, you might also feel a little hip stretch. Come back to center. Hug your knees once again into your chest, lengthening your sitting bones toward the floor. Stretch out your back, and then begin to make your way into your final resting pose, into Shavasana. Allow your feet to flop open, arms by your sides with palms facing up, and then just breathe naturally and relax. Our quote today from Sri Chinmoy: peace begins when expectation ends. You rest. I'll be back in a moment. Deepen in your breath. Start to take the arms overhead for a long stretch. Bend your knees, roll onto your right side, and thank yourself and honor yourself for taking your practice today. Slowly make your way up to seated. Bring your palms together. And bring your hands to your forehead to remind you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart center, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication. Sending positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. I'm so glad you showed up today and took your practice with me. You are doing amazing work. Day 22. Awesome. So if you're here at the very end of our video today, our secret word is strong. It was a strong practice today, and you did it, and you are strong. So if you heard our secret word strong, put it in the comments below, and I'll know that you stayed until the very end. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.